from Summer Spikes. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a few of the tips and the things that I use for finishing a ball while playing with no hit zone. So it's still pretty new. I know some people are still getting used to it, but I for one like it. I like it a lot, and I'm just going to be showing you guys how I finish a ball with it. Disclaimer, I am not a pro at all, but one of my best aspects of the game is probably offense, so I know a few things. Alright, so the first thing we need to know is that you can't do a certain type of hit without a certain type of set. So all these different sort of finishes are going to be based on what type of set you get, because obviously you can't do a flick if the set is out here. So we're going to be going over 4 types of sets and how to finish them. First off, we're going to have dimes. This is one that's probably closer to your side of the net, but it is sort of in the middle, so you can do some stuff with it. We're going to have jams, where they set it way too close to your body. We're going to have long balls, which are just really far back shots. And then we're going to have dives. So, starting out, we're going to go ahead and talk about dimes. Alright, so when we're talking about dime sets and how to hit them, a dime of a set is probably around this area right here. It's like in the front pocket-ish, but it's also towards the middle of the net. And this is just because you can hit it right, you can hit it left, you can push it. Sometimes you can even hit it backwards. You can put some spin on it, hit it backwards. You can do a lot of things with this type of set. So I'm going to show you a few of my favorite ways to finish this set. Probably my favorite is the push. So you're going to want to bend your knees for this hit. Bend your knees, make sure you're outside the hit zone, obviously. And you're going to tilt your hand just like back, cock it back. So you can basically push it along and you're really getting that top spin on the ball, so it goes really low and you hit it pretty hard. So just like that. And then you saw that finish there, that finish through. Very important. When you finish through, you're going to take this back leg and you're going to pull it over so that you stay outside the zone, and then you can just run through. So full speed, your partner sets you right here, and you just push it through. Still talking about dimes, there's a lot more hits you can do, but these are 2 more of my favorites, is both types of flick, both backhand and forehand flicks. So he's setting you about here, that means you can ride this pocket, hit it that way or that way. So for the forehand flick, you're gonna wait till the ball is really low, and you're just gonna flick your wrist like that. That's the only thing you gotta do. And then to finish through with this one, there's not really much you can do. Your momentum isn't really going anywhere, so you could just take a step back, you can follow through like a push that we talked about, or you can like go the other way. It doesn't really matter. You have basically no momentum if you're just standing still like I am. So your partner sets you, flick it, and I guess you can finish through whatever way you like. So again, your partner sets you, finish, follow through whatever way you like. And last shot I'm going to show you is the backhand flick. This one's a little more difficult to pull off, but basically it's same stance. You're going to start here, you're going to get low, then you're back over the ball, so you have the most options to flick it around. And with this one, your wrist is just going to come back and you're going to flick it back. And then for the follow through, you're pretty much going to want to go this way, because that's where your arm is swinging. You're going to follow through like that again, and that's pretty much the same for all these type of flicks. Is you're just going to bring this back leg over, and then you can just run through it. So let's see, your partner sets you right here, flick it, and you follow through. And one thing you should probably know about these flicks is that you can position them with the angle that you tilt your hand. So like that one, you see I flicked it more this way, but you can also flick it more of a push that way if you just tilt your hand out more. If you don't tilt it that much, it's going to come back here, and if you tilt it a lot, it's going to go the very opposite way. Alright guys, just a quick example of angling your flicks. I'm going to kind of not tilt my hand at all. I'm just going to leave it in its natural position, and it's going to go more that way. So I'm going to do that. And obviously I didn't hit that one as much as you probably want to, but now I'm going to tilt my hand out a lot, probably wrap my elbow and my shoulder in so I can hit it more out that way. And just angling your hand like that is going to give you a lot more variation. You see, I can hit it from like here to there. And so the opponent would have to be covering literally all of your angles there, which if they are, then you can just pull out your other flick. That's why it's so important to learn this offense. All right, enough with dimes. You're gonna get those sets sometimes, but not all the time. Let's get into some sets that you don't necessarily want, but you're gonna get anyways, and you need to transition those into points for yourself. So let's start talking about the jam. The jam is when your partner sets you too close to your body so that you're kind of in this awkward position right here. I'm talking about where they hit it, and you're stuck in this right here where you don't want to like pat it down, because that's such an easy point for the other team. So how would you transition this into a good offensive hit? So the first thing you want to do is get into your stance, probably like this. I mean, they're going to catch you off guard with this, so you're probably going to be ready for a flick like this. You're going to need to come back up, come up with your body. And then when the ball is coming in, you're going to have to take a step back to put some distance from the ball and yourself. And then you're going to let it drop, let it fall to probably about your hip, probably about where your hips are. And then you're just going to swing through, because the best thing you can do right now is put some power on the ball. That's the first type of shot, at least. If your opponents are way back getting ready for that long shot, just do a drop. Just wait till it gets down here, and then just hit it really lightly. But let's say that both of your opponents are in pretty good defensive positions, one up here short, one back there long. The best you can do is probably try to hit the person that is short. Just nail it right into them. So if they're standing about there, you're probably gonna wanna hit it right there. So that means opening up your body more, then do that. It means opening up your body more, do that. And then you're gonna let it fall to about your hips again. Right down here is perfect. And you're just gonna swing through. So bang, that was actually in the wrong direction, but it was a good hit. All right, in real time, I don't really have anyone throw it to me, but I should throw it myself like that as a jam set would be. So real time, I'm just gonna stand up like this, stand back, and just hit it, just hit the ball. Because the best thing you can do is just keep the rally going and give them a difficult touch. You know, harder balls are gonna be a lot harder to get that hand on. So you know, if you're just standing here and doing something like this, that's really easy for them to get. They're gonna get that every time, and they're gonna finish it on you. But if you give them something like this, though, they're gonna have a lot harder time getting that, because they're gonna have to jump up, get a hand on it, and maybe they're both short. You just boom it over them. They're not gonna get it anyways. And to finish it off, follow through is relatively simple. When you take that step back, you're gonna hit it, and then literally you can just move this leg back to regain balance. But I mean, you're away from the no-hit zone already, so there's not really much to talk about. You just hit it and take that last step back, and you should be fine. All right, let's talk about the next type of set that you're gonna get, and these are the over the net sets. These are probably the worst set that your partner is gonna give you, but if you can put these on, it's gonna give you a lot more points, because this will probably happen 1 or 2 times a game, depending on your partner. And if you can convert those into points instead of just mistakes, then that is huge, because 2 points is a lot in today's game. So the set is probably gonna come right about over here. Maybe it even comes on the net or on the rim a little bit, but it's relatively in this area over here to whatever side. So first things first, you're standing here, you're in that stance, you're getting ready for the dime to come right there. But no, your partner, it hits their thumb or something and it comes to the opposite side of the net. This sucks, because now you have to get all the way over there and be out of the zone before you hit it. First thing you're gonna do is don't be afraid to come inside the no-hit zone for a little bit if the ball has time on it. Obviously you have to establish your feet outside before you can hit it, before you can actually finish it. But if the ball has air under it, don't be afraid to just walk over here and then set up like that, like I just did. My feet are outside now, and now I can hit it. But if the ball doesn't have that much air under it, you're probably just gonna wanna take a big step over here and dive. That's probably your best bet. Or you can jump over the net and hit it. So I'm not gonna actually do it because it's freaking concrete, but how you would do this is you would literally just leap over the net and probably backhand spike it or something. I mean, just get a hand on it. If you're running in, I find this relatively easy. If you're running back from a long ball that you just hit, what I usually like to do in that case is just jump over the net and then hit it back behind me as hard as I can. So just like that. I mean, I don't usually go for the tweeners. That could work too, but these sets are really, really vague. The best thing you can probably do is try to get a hand under it and just tap it on, something like that. Or if you're on a nice surface, like me, you can just lay out. You can come this way jump and swing, and then just dive if you need to, if there's not enough time. And the last type of hits that I'm going to cover is off net. Now, there's kind of like two types of off net. It's like really far off net, like back here, when you just have that awesome rundown hit. You hit it back, your partner gives you a pretty good set, and you're back here. In old spike ball, I would say just rip it, go for it, because if they get a good touch, they're just going to put it away. But with the no-hit zone, there's a lot better defensive opportunities. So I would say just get it.
Alright, someone started using their lawnmower, so welcome to the voiceover. Anyways, as I was just saying, it's better to just put the ball on and get a rally going. And then this is a hard hit. If the ball is close to the net, you probably want to put some power behind it because they're probably right there waiting for it. And then this one right here is, if they're both short, you can hit it a lot more down force and boom it over their heads if you want to get it over them. And that's pretty much it for the no-hit zone hitting. If you did enjoy, hit the like button. Tell me what I need to do next. And I'll see you guys next time.